Rihanna isn't one to avoid confrontation, even if it involves a well-known celebrity like Naomi Campbell. Recently, Naomi and Law Roach posted a video that seemed to subtly criticize Rihanna. But what they probably didn't expect was for Rihanna to respond. This situation brought back memories of Rihanna's bold attitude from around 2014 to 2016. It seems Law Roach chose the wrong side in this conflict. Naomi could end up looking like a petty, mean-spirited person. As for Law, some believe he should have kept quiet and focused on his career as a stylist. His comments only made it clearer that he might share Naomi's negative attitude. The tension between Rihanna and Naomi isn't new. They were once close friends, but reportedly fell out in 2017. Rumors suggest that Rihanna began dating the man Naomi had hoped to marry. This man was said to be Naomi's great love, and it seems like she never fully got over the breakup. This unresolved history may explain why their interactions are now so tense. The latest drama began when Rihanna attended the Leia fashion show during New York Fashion Week. As always, Rihanna made a stylish entrance, albeit fashionably late. Upon arrival, she greeted Edward Enninful, the editor-in-chief of British Vogue, with a kiss on the cheek. Interestingly, Naomi was seated right next to Edward. She looked up, seemingly waiting for Rihanna to greet her as well. But Rihanna didn't acknowledge Naomi at all. Law Roach, observing the interaction, seemed to pick up on Rihanna's cold demeanor. It was clear that Rihanna wasn't interested in exchanging pleasantries with him or Naomi. Although it's possible there are reasons we don't know about, it seems Rihanna has no personal issues with Law. However, since Law is closely connected to Naomi, both as her stylist and friend, Rihanna chose to keep her distance. Some might argue that Rihanna's behavior wasn't intentional. After all, she was late and might have been in a rush. But the situation became clearer when Rihanna walked past them again and still didn't acknowledge either of them. If there was any doubt the first time, her second pass confirmed she was deliberately ignoring them. Rihanna isn't one to fake, smiles, or pretend to like someone she doesn't. That's just her personality. She's known for being authentic and unapologetic. After the event, Naomi and Law appeared to be upset about Rihanna's attitude. Law even posted a video on Instagram, which seemed to reference the situation. This has only fueled more speculation about their ongoing feud. In the end, it's clear that Rihanna is standing her ground. She's not interested in playing nice, for the sake of appearances. And for anyone who crosses her, especially in a public setting, Rihanna is not afraid to show where she stands.
We don't go to the shows like the other girls. We don't come with our tatas out or our chi-chis out. Very demure.
Very mindful.
Very cutesy.
Don't give too much.
Just give a little.
It's not about showing yourself. It's about showing the clothes.
Very demure.
Very cutesy.
Very mindful.
Very mindful.
At the event, Rihanna wore a daring outfit that resembled a sheer robe. It left little to the imagination, with her figure confidently on display. Her look turned heads, and it wasn't long before people began connecting her bold fashion choice to the comments made by Law Roach and Naomi Campbell. It seemed like they might have been subtly targeting Rihanna with their remarks. This isn't the first sign of tension between Naomi and Rihanna. Their feud has been brewing quietly for years. The root of their disagreement seems to trace back to around 2016 or 2017. At that time, Rihanna began dating Saudi billionaire Hassan Jameel, who was the heir to a $1.5 billion fortune. Rihanna was facing a tough period in her career, struggling under a harsh recording contract that drained her finances. Although she earned millions from music and endorsements, she only received a small portion of the profits. On top of that, she had to deal with accountants who were allegedly mishandling her money. Jameel recognized Rihanna's potential and reportedly helped her navigate those challenges. They tried to keep their relationship private, but the news eventually surfaced. This did not sit well with Naomi. Before Rihanna, Naomi had dated Jameel for about a year. Seeing Rihanna with her ex ignited strong emotions in Naomi. She didn't like the idea of feeling replaced. Although Rihanna was aware of Naomi's past with Jameel, she chose to continue the relationship, believing it was none of her concern. While Rihanna and Naomi weren't exactly close friends, Naomi may have felt that Rihanna broke an unspoken rule of girl code. They moved in the same high-fashion circles, but their connection never went beyond that. To be fair, the celebrity world is a small one. It's not uncommon for relationships to overlap, especially in Hollywood. Still, Naomi seemed to take the situation personally. The tension reached a point where both women unfollowed each other on social media. When Naomi was later asked about it, she avoided giving a clear answer. It was an obvious sign that the situation still bothered her, even if she wasn't willing to speak openly about it. All in all, this story is a reminder of how complex relationships can be in the world of fame and fashion. Feelings linger and grudges can last, especially when personal history and public image collide.
Naomi, Fly Girl on Twitter is really paying attention. She said, it seems Naomi Campbell and Rihanna unfollowed each other on Instagram. No social media pics or communication either. Is everything okay between the two of them?
Everything's fine.
Okay.
Of course it's fine. I'm an actress now, Andy.
Yes, you are. And a very good actress.
Schools failing their kids, about losing jobs to policies cooked up by people who never have to live with the consequences. A few people in the audience clapped, sensing the shift in momentum. But let's be honest, Vance said, straightening. You're not really asking me that question for them, y'all. You're asking it to frame a narrative, to put me on the defensive. That's how this works, right? The crowd rumbled again, this time louder. Andrea's jaw tensed slightly, but she kept her composure. She wasn't here to back down, but Vance wasn't finished. For a moment, the room seemed to hold its breath. Andrea Holt, microphone in hand, kept her posture firm, her expression unreadable. But anyone paying close attention could see the slight shift in her stance, the way her fingers curled just a little tighter around the mic. She hadn't expected that. J.D. Vance, still at the podium, let the weight of his words settle. He wasn't rushing. He wasn't filling the silence with nervous chatter. He was owning it. The crowd wasn't sure whether to erupt or wait. Some supporters exchanged glances, their anticipation thick in the air. A few reporters in the press section scribbled furiously, their cameras rolling,
What's so funny to me is that in this universe of the internet and social media that y'all live in, y'all always think something has to be something. But something ain't always something. Sometimes something is just nothing. So stop trying to make nothing into something. You know what? Y'all need to get some business. Okay, I love you, bye.
Let's be honest. Law has always carried that mean girl vibe, no matter what he says now. The truth is, the damage is already done. As for Rihanna, sources say she couldn't care less about the drama. She's focused on her family and managing her multiple successful businesses. Petty arguments with bitter single folks are simply not worth her time. Honestly, Naomi and Law should consider themselves lucky. If this had been the old bad gal Rihanna, she would have taken screenshots of their net worths, multiplied them by 100, and plastered it as her Twitter banner just to shut them down. Rihanna isn't someone you can mess with easily. Just ask Ciara, Tiana Taylor, Kendall Jenner, or even the TLC group. But what do you think? Is this feud between Rihanna and Naomi something serious, or is it just petty drama? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.